we're creating a more secure system where our users are in full control of their data experiences and at any time can revoke access to any experience. Let's make Web3 possible on Near. That's why we're here. Our mission: drive mass consumer adoption on the Near blockchain by empowering people and businesses, allowing anyone to start anything on Web3, allowing anyone to build a Near-powered application in minutes rather than months, and providing consumers an ecosystem of valuable experiences worth sharing. So, how are we going to empower businesses to be successful? Businesses face two main challenges when it comes to launching on the Near blockchain: building their dApp and adoption. Currently, building a dApp requires hiring Near blockchain developers and starting from scratch. This is a large barrier to entry if you don't already have blockchain engineers employed. Instead, starting with Growth Lab's end goal in mind to open source everything we create, we're building a library of slices and stacks that a company will be able to use to rapidly build their own dApp on Near, without having to program anything custom on the blockchain. A slice encompasses all of the screens and backend functionality required to take a single action on the Near blockchain, exposing that action through a Web2 API. Example slices are purchasing Wi-Fi with Near tokens in Neighborhood Wi-Fi, using one of the products in our business suite, where we're adding Near login around open source versions of Trello and Google Drive, or minting an NFT series in our NFT Maker app. A stack is a product that comprises multiple slices to provide a more complex experience to the consumer. For example, Growth Labs is building a slice to claim an NFT based on your GPS coordinates, like Pokemon Go. Combine that with a slice to trade 2 NFTs, and now any company can quickly deploy their own trading card game where users trade cards they've earned. And it gets better. Because any slice can be loaded inside of any other product that uses the same Growth Lab structure, companies can expedite their development process by reusing pages from other apps inside the ecosystem. We use this feature of slices as a great growth tool inside of Homepage, a Web3 gateway to hidden experiences. Like the Shortcuts app on the iPhone, we take slices from each of the apps that comprise the Near Apps ecosystem and we put them in one central place, so users have an easy onboarding to test new apps and can be reminded to revisit the apps they've previously connected to. The second challenge businesses face is adoption. To help businesses overcome this challenge, Growth Labs is bringing a critical mass of general consumers to Near. We're launching experiences that consumers find valuable and want to share with their friends, leading to viral growth. Just yesterday, the Near Labs NFT Maker app led to the creation of over 700,000 wallets in 24 hours. With this viral share mechanism as a slice that can be used inside of any other app, any future app can test if their users find their NFTs, games, DAOs, whatever they provide, valuable enough to share with friends. While bringing users into the ecosystem, we're also creating a user persona system that will allow new apps to advertise directly to users who, through their actions on the blockchain, indicate they'll enjoy the experience most. To understand our users well enough to create personas, we need them to take 5 actions on the blockchain. For each, we need to know the action ID, which slice they used. When they minted an NFT, was it a coupon, a KYC, or a trading card? We also need to know the app ID, which indicates the dApp experience they were using. Both of these IDs are passed in a log to the blockchain when an app calls our Web2 API, allowing us to filter them out with an indexer as we evolve a user's persona based on their most recent 5 transactions. To get 5 transactions per user on the blockchain, we need to build 180 apps this year, so the 20% that succeed will provide users enough experiences to choose from that once they enter our ecosystem, they'll try at least 5 experiences. The marketing tools we're building will launch user persona targeted marketing campaigns as soon as we have sufficient data on users to generate their personas. Those tools will include a cost per action campaign dashboard designed to compete with Google Ads. Here, companies will be able to choose what action they want a user to take and how much they're willing to pay in Near for each person who takes that action. This campaign platform will be the first auditable ad platform, where companies paying for a campaign will get the wallet address of every user who participates. These campaigns are universally embeddable. If anyone wants a form filled out, we pop up an embed that appears with a button to claim a Near reward after filling that form out, thus putting a transaction on the blockchain that proves the participant's identity. Additionally, these marketing campaigns will be served through the ad network we're creating called Relevant or Not. These interactive slices can be included inside of any existing Near apps and show relevant ads based on the user's ID that's signed in. It can also be universally embedded, where it will prompt a user to log in and create a wallet to claim a reward, thus knowing their identity for the future. Or if they're using our homepage Chrome extension /browser, which injects their wallet ID into Relevant or Not when it's detected, the ad network will know their ID and be able to show them relevant ads from page load. This too will be open sourced, so that multiple ad networks can run campaigns entirely with Near tokens. And by allowing consumers to earn small amounts of token through ads, we allow them to skip buying Near with a credit card and jump directly to clicking on an ad and buying Wi-Fi, a song, you name it. So, how does this create a decentralized Web3? We start with open source slices where any person or company can launch their own custom version of an app we support. We enable open source marketing tools and personas where any company can permissionlessly process the blockchain to better understand their users and potential users. As more slices power more products, those slices will combine, and we expect to see futures like the following. Once we have neighborhood Wi-Fi, where users can pay in Near for bandwidth on a Wi-Fi router, then we have a mechanism to pay for users to read and write to a network. Attach a file storing system to that and send each participant a Raspberry Pi with a terabyte flash drive. Now users can host their data on a decentralized file system where storage fees and bandwidth are all paid in Near. Users could store their account information for the enterprise apps we're making, like Trello and DocuSign. They could store NFTs that provide credentials. The list goes on and on. This is one example of how the open source components we create can combine as more are added. Growth Labs will eventually open source everything that we do, allowing for multiple systems and app ecosystems on top of Near, enabling the true world of Web3 experiences on Near.